In this clip, we're going to be talking about how to bring or import the assets that you're going to be working with into After Effects. And probably some of the first things that you want to work with is some of your own footage, pictures, or videos and whatnot. And the good thing about After Effects is that it gives us the option to do one thing in multiple different ways. What do I mean? Well, if I wanted to bring something into After Effects, let's say a picture, I can go to File, Import, File, and here you can see that we have a keyboard shortcut, which is Control-I. For now, I'm going to left-click it, and you can see that a new window opens with my Documents folder. And here I'm going to go to my desktop, and here I have an Assets folder. I'm going to double-click it. I'm going to change my view to large icons, and here you can see that I have a few different options. I have a JPEG, a PNG, a MP4, an audio file, and a few others. So for now, I'm going to import this Sky JPEG file. So if I wanted to bring something else, I can hit Control-I, and it will open the same window that I was in. So for now, I'm going to bring this airplane now. And all these elements will start becoming available here in our projects panel. So we're going to talk about our projects panel also. And in here, if we wanted to bring something else, you can also right click and go to import or import recent footage. I'm going to import, and this time I'm going to import multiple files. And you can see there's a different keyboard shortcut for that, Control-Alt-I. For now, I'm going to left click. So what this is going to do is if I wanted to bring another element, let's say this one, it will import it, but it will automatically reopen that window in case you wanted to navigate to a different window or whatnot. For now, I'm going to go back to that one window, and I'm going to import that one, and you can see that it will continue to do that until I say done. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit more about our projects panel, and let me expand it a little bit. In our projects panel, we have these what are known as columns, and here you can see that we can open or close different columns. Like this is information of the assets that you bring in, like the label, the type, the size, the frame rate, media, and the most basic ones are already checked, like the size and those other ones. So if you want to know more information like the duration, the file path, or the date, all that's available. Or even if you don't want to have information like in point and out point, and you can go ahead and right click again and go to out point and close that one, and you can see that, for example, file path, I hardly use that one, so it's less information, less things to distract me, so I prefer that. So after that, we have what are known as the little icons that you can see, and this is also pretty cool, I think, because it gives us the option to know what the file is prior to. For example, if it's a little video, you can see that we have the VLC little icon, or if it's a PNG, but we can also read it here. You might not need all the columns. For example, I can close the type because I kind of know already that this is an MP4, this is a PNG, a WAV. If not, the name itself will say it. But again, it's these are just different ways of After Effects giving us control of of our workspace. Another cool thing here is the tag or the color. You can change the color of this little tag to whatever you want. So, and they'll start become arranged by that tag. If you wanted to not only have the VSC files together, you wanted to have all these because they belong with a certain category or whatnot, we can do that. Another very useful option here is the option to create folders, and we have a little icon here with a folder. If we left click that, it creates a folder, and here we can call this folder 1, and I can start dragging items into it. If I wanted to change the name of the folder, I can right click and hit rename, and now I want to call this one images. And now I want to make a new folder, and since that images folder was selected and I hit the create new folder icon, it created a new folder inside of that folder. Another way to rename that folder is to simply hit enter on your keyboard once the folder is selected, and I want to rename this one footage. I'm going to select these two and left click and drag to footage. Now I'm going to left click and drag the footage folder outside of the images folder, and now it doesn't belong to the images folder. But all these are just, again, ways to give us control. At some point you'll probably find yourself with 150 elements and no folders, or you want to have a clean workspace. In here we also have a garbage button, so once we select anything with either an element or a folder and we left click it, it will automatically be deleted. And we can also do that by simply hitting the delete button. Also, inside the projects panel we have a few different icons. We're going to leave a few out for now. Here we have a depth channel, or access to a depth channel. So if you know what that is, here you'll have access for that. You can go to 16 or 32 from here, or a few different options, but we're going to leave that one. We're going to leave all this other information out for now. We also have, inside our projects panel, we have a search box. If you have hundreds of elements here and you want to search for something like my sky, you can simply search it in here and you can see that it becomes available, and we have a thumbnail up here to confirm that that's the element. Alright, so that's it. Go ahead and bring in any other elements or the rest of the elements included in this pack, and start bringing some of your own stuff so we can continue to work, and see you guys in the next clip.